What's going on, guys? I'm Weston Mack, and welcome back to another 10-minute video. And in today's video, we're actually talking about positivity in the YouTube and the gaming space. But if you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. I've been loving the support recently on the videos, whether it's through likes and subscribes or through your comments. And if you have any comments, leave them down below in the comment section, not the description. But while you're down there, please subscribe. So, why positivity? Why am I talking about this topic? And if you know anything about YouTube, you know this is not a very popular topic to really talk about. There's a lot of tops there. So I've been noticing generally YouTube, if you're a YouTuber at least, you benefit far more from talking about why you dislike something or hate something or think something is bad rather than talking about what you're really passionate or like. I've been generally trying to talk about things that I more like, or I enjoy talking about, or have more knowledge about. But that's not really the norm on YouTube. And I definitely have seen that in my own videos that I've been far more passionate about a topic that I want to speak about, whether it's something I really like or just want to have more of an outspoken opinion about that isn't necessarily negative. Those videos haven't done as well as my most recent video, which I will also go into far more detail while I'm making a follow-up for it recently. But is my why season 14 of Overwatch is bad video, and why it's the worst season of Overwatch so far. That video is filled with negativity about the gaming space and the space of Blizzard currently and how they're developing for that game, and comparing and contrasting some of that to their biggest rival, Marvel Rivals. That video has now become one of my most viewed videos in like the last year, and I'm not 100% sure how to feel about that. While I do absolutely any YouTuber wants the viewership, loves more subscribers, all that sort of stuff, I don't want to cultivate that type of content 24/7 on my channel. Now, does Blizzard kind of deserve the feedback or the negativity? I would say, yeah, they definitely do. They have not been as well responsive compared to how Marvel Rivals has been responding to their community, in my opinion. And their content flow is so slow for a company that is making way more money than they used to before. Not even a company, really. A game that has been making way more money than it has been before. Overwatch 2 is just straight up making more money than Overwatch 1. And Overwatch 2, man, what is going on? Okay, I'm not going to get too fully into that, but let's go back on the more positive route. When it comes to YouTube and gaming, negativity is rampant. Whether that's in the community space, in the developer space, in the comments and concerns concerning that space, negativity is rampant. But I will say, however, on that video, and on a good majority of my videos actually, any comments that have been left have either been positive comments saying hey, I really like your content, I'm subscribing, or I can't wait to see more of this content, stuff like that, which I absolutely love. That makes my literal entire week when I see comments like that. But also, I've seen constructive comments, which I was very surprised about. I made another video talking about leaks and how generally I just don't like them as much as I used to, and I go into further detail concerning leaks and more into the Switch 2 situation and how that is unfolding. So if you want to hear more about that, you can check that video out in my YouTube channel. But some of those comments were very large and constructive, either about my video presentation or about the topic itself and their comments and concerns, or my own opinion on it and them commenting on my opinion on the video. And I was very pleasantly surprised to see that was a lot of it was constructive criticism that I could actually get behind. It wasn't like, oh, your opinion is horrible, here's why, and here's why my opinion is better. It's more of, here's me acknowledging your opinion. I agree with these bits. I disagree with this, and here's my perspective on this. And I had apparently a couple of game developers in that comment section as well, and artists talk about their own experiences and ideals when it comes to leaks. Now, was every comment perfect? No, I think I did see a couple comments talking about just don't look at the leaks then. And I say to that, yeah, that's what I have been doing. I just want to generally I want to have an outspoken attitude and talk about leaks just in general, as the way they were presented when it came to the Switch and other forms of content just wasn't acceptable in my own eyes. And so overall, I was very just kind of surprised and happy to see that there was far less negativity than I suspected there would be. So I just generally want to see more positivity in the gaming space, in the entertainment space, in the content creation space. And when a platform like YouTube, like TikTok, like Twitter really does thrive off of negativity, hate, not wanting to agree with people, a disagreement is far more entertaining and far easier to create a video around than an agreement. You're basically, by agreeing with somebody, you are establishing everything that the person said previous is okay with you, and that you agree with it, and that there's only going to be rehashing or over explanation in this video, which in most cases that's pretty true. But I think also one aspect of positivity is the human aspect, and the aspect of human opinion, and being able to enjoy something in a different way and in a different perspective compared to a different person. And that's the exact same thing as negativity. Negativity, you're also seeing something, you're perceiving something, and exclaiming that opinion out loud. But I would rather see a positive opinion. I know for some people, coming up with a positive opinion might be more difficult. And I know that sounds weird to be like, I'm just really bad at coming up with positive things. And generally, that's just people's perspective sometimes. They see the negativity in some things. That's the half glass full versus half glass empty type scenario. And that's just maybe how they see the world. But I challenge people, and this is something that I heard from professors, which is interesting because I feel like I don't normally quote my professors, but thinking is hard. Doing something is far harder than doing nothing at all. And quoting from John Mulaney, it is far easier to not go to something than to actually go to something. I think that's generally what he said. So it's far easier to think of the negative, to think of the opposite of what something is saying, of what someone is saying, compared to what they are actually saying, actually listening to them and agreeing, not wanting to act all high and mighty and try and be the differing opinion, the devil's advocate for a situation, but being like, you know what, I like your opinion, yes, and let's talk about that. Let's discuss. Let's see this further. Let's see this further on. And when it comes to the gaming community, how they can implement that is by just agreeing with each other, by being able to actually look at Overwatch, for instance, and be like, man, their game design when it comes to the skins and the look of the game is just beautiful. It just looks so nice. Overwatch is one of the nicest looking games, in my opinion, in recent memory. And I would love to hear more people talk about that. I would love to have discussions down below talking about that. And when it comes to the YouTube community, I want to hear more people talk about just what they love. I think one thing that I've tried to stray away from is negativity on this platform. And for the longest time, I remember there was a period of time where I can actually acknowledge that I was watching too much negative content. And I actually made a switch up. I started watching more positive things. I went from, unironically, watching videos of bikers and road rage and stuff like that, or fail videos, to then shifting over to like channels like CinemaWins, where he gushes about movies and films. And while that's not the most constructive, like film theory, like channel ever, when it comes to actual film theory, I just love how positive his outlook on these movies are compared to stuff like CinemaSins, where he'll send a movie for like one guy looking a little too weird for his liking or whatever, or just not liking the movie altogether. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. please just go out there and spread some positivity. I think that's what I want to give in this video, and I'll see you next time.